Whether it is your first full-time job out of school or a promotion, you should always consider your options when it comes to maximizing your benefits. Roth IRAs and traditional 401ks are two very common and popular ways to help you retire earlier and with more money. Today, we will explain what each plan is and which is better for your situation. First, we will talk about the traditional 401k. This is named after Section 401k of the Internal Revenue Code. This is a employee-sponsored retirement plan, which means however much you put into the plan, your employer will either partially or fully match it up to a certain percentage. You're able to start taking money out at age 59 and a half without any penalties. Let's take a deeper look into a 401k. First, contributions are pre-tax, which means you're able to choose how much money goes into this plan. The amount of money you choose to put in is taxed and subtracted from your gross income. This can help lower your final gross income that gets taxed. 2. Employer matching. This is a unique benefit for a 401k as it is a employer sponsored retirement plan. This means the employer will be willing to partially match, which is matching up to a percentage of your contribution up to a percentage of your salary, or do a full dollar to dollar match. 3. Higher limit. Compared to a Roth IRA, you can contribute a lot more money to a 401k. Higher income. This is a benefit for those making a lot of money since it is able to help lower your taxable income. The IRS usually limits the total amount of money that is able to be counted towards your traditional 401k. You cannot invest all of your income. According to the 2022 contribution limits, if you are under 50 years old, you can contribute up to 20,500 and have a combined contribution of 61,000. The combined contribution is considered to be your contributions plus your employer match. If you're over 50 years old, your contribution is increased to $27,000, which includes a catch-up contribution, and the combined total is 67,500. However, there are some drawbacks to a 401k. First, there is a required minimum distribution, or RMD, meaning you must start withdrawing at 72 years old or when you retire, whichever is later. Since it is a employer-sponsored plan, the employer usually pays a third-party firm to choose the retirement plans, which is limited in options to specific ETFs and mutual funds. Lastly, depending on the size of your plan, you might have a higher fee. The average is 0.37% for bigger plans and 1.42% for smaller plans. A Roth IRA or a individual retirement arrangement is another possible plan to help you earn money for retirement. Unlike a 401k, it is not employer sponsored, so you must set up your own account. Another difference is that contributions are not tax deductible, meaning the money has already been taxed before entering the Roth IRA. However, one benefit is that there are no RMDs, meaning you do not need to start withdrawing money from your account at a certain age. There is also a smaller contribution limit. If you're under the age of 50, you can only put in $6,000 and $7,000 if you're 50 or older, which includes the catch-up contribution. And another benefit is that there are usually lower fees compared to the 401k, and since you are opening your own account with a investment firm, you have more freedom in which ETFs or mutual funds you would like to invest in. There is also an income limit. You cannot open a Roth IRA if you make more than 144,000 in 2022 and is filing your taxes as single. You're also not eligible if you make more than 214,000 in 2022 and filing your taxes jointly. So, after hearing about a traditional 401k and a Roth IRA, you might be wondering which is the best option for you. Well, actually, the ideal way to invest is to take advantage of both options. Here in the diagram, you can see that you should first find out if your company does matching for your 401k. If they do, you should invest as much as the company is willing to match. Then, if you have any money left for savings, you should then max out your Roth IRA since the contribution limit is significantly lower. And at that point, if you still have any remaining money you are willing to invest in, the best option is to put it back into your 401k. But of course, this is a ideal situation, and this changes depending on your income and how much you're willing to save and invest. Here's a summary of the two possible options and factors that might play a role in which you might choose, if not both. If you would like a plan with more investment choices, low fees, and no required minimum distribution, Roth IRA is the better option. But if you would like a plan with no income limit and employer matching, the 401k is your best option. It is especially most beneficial for those who make a lot of money and would like to decrease their taxable income. But as we discussed, both plans are great for different reasons. And if you really want to make the most with the money you want to save, investing in both is the best option.